Startup Central with me, Nayantara Rai, working from home. This is the only show of its kind dedicated to startups, technology, innovation, disruption, entrepreneurship. Now, we were just talking about how COVID-19 has forced startups to reimagine it all. The RBI governor today talking about funding drying up for startups. But you have COVID winners too in the startup universe. EdTech, definitely a big COVID-19 winner. The second one has to be telemedicine. Rules that did not exist pre-lockdown now are allowing telemedicine firms to actually flourish. My next guest is a telemedicine startup, Connect and Heal, the founder, Sanjay, joining us all the way from Singapore. Sanjay, thank you so much. The last time I checked with you and I spoke with you, it was pretty early into the lockdown. You were still figuring it all out. You're, of course, trying to bring the GP back into everyone's lives without having to go to hospitals or go to clinics. I believe you're now averaging 2,500 patients a day. How is that possible? How is that working? Do you even have enough GPs?
No, thanks, Nayantara. Thank you very much for having me again on the call, and good evening to all the viewers back in India. No, it's been a complete change, paradigm shift, as I may call it, in terms of primary healthcare space. I think what's really happened is stunning in terms of the offtake of telemedicine. I think the sheer anxiety level which COVID is creating amongst the mind of the customers is basically driving the volumes. I think there's been a pent-up demand for non-COVID issues as well, which has been sort of accumulating, and I think everything is now turning from an inpatient care into telemedicine. Yeah, so the volumes have increased 10x, 20x. I've just lost count in terms of the multiplier, but yeah, it's completely shocking. Number one, you talk about are there enough doctors? Yes, there are enough doctors, and that's been a very, very refreshing change as well. The same doctors who had innovation from using technology are now basically using telemedicine absolutely as if they've been using it forever. So it's been a great welcome change. Yes, there are enough doctors. In fact, we've offered multilingual GP facilities to all our customers, and I think whether it's Telugu, whether it's Kannada, we have a huge backup of doctors ready to serve customers, and I think they're doing a great job. I think hats off to all of them in basically being in front of this whole pandemic. I think they're doing a great job.
Okay. So Sanjay, the last time also I spoke to you, and when you were bringing the GP back, your model was also to tie up with corporates. And you had some of nifty companies, Fortune 100 companies, multinational giants who were bringing Connect and Heal on board to provide services to their employees and their employees' families. Did you have to rework that model? Because you're talking about being multilingual. Obviously, you'll have to do that with the corporates as well, the employees who may have even gone back home. Or are you now also going beyond corporates?
So Nayantara, just very quickly, yes, we basically we continue to work very strongly with our corporates. In fact, we now are serving 1 million plus employees across 240 plus corporates who have joined our telemedicine platform. And if you actually include their families, then we have almost 2.5 lives, which we are basically covering over all our corporates. But I think we've basically definitely taken a step beyond the corporate world as well, because I think, we've gone to the retail customers. I think one segmentation of retail customers, which I really want to mention, where we've basically getting a lot of success is the expat population, the non-resident Indians who are stuck, and they are basically not able to look after their families or dependents back home. And I think we've basically stepped in with our medical concierge, which is essentially giving them our whole telemedicine platform to look after their parents back home, to say the least. But yes, I think this is now a very well acceptable medium of primary care, and therefore retail is a big focus for us apart from our corporate clients.
Okay, so 240 corporates signed up, 1 million employees. You're going after NRIs, the expat community. But I want to come back to my first question. You said there are enough GPs. How are there enough GPs, and are these credible GPs?
Yes. So Nayantara, if you look at our doctor to population ratio, of course, we always have and will always be short on primary physicians and doctors in India, right? Because of the sheer population, right? But if you look at our concentration of doctors is largely in the top 2-3 tier cities, right? We don't find too many villages where you don't find many doctors basically going back to villages. So I think most of the doctors are available in all metros, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 cities. And I think the quality of doctors has been a revelation for us. I think it was never the quality of doctors which was doubtful. I think it was just the access of doctors, which basically shooed away the entire primary healthcare system. But I think we have top quality doctors available in India, and the sheer experience, the sheer number of consultations they've done over their 10 years, 5 years experience, 15 years experience, as the case may be, is basically, gives us very good quality of doctors. So yes,
Sanjay,
quality has never been a problem.
Thanks so much for joining us here. What you're seeing telemedicine companies do is, fill in for the hospitals, the void that has been created because people don't want to go in for elective procedures, they don't want to go in for elective checkups, and you've seen the rules of the game change. I think, this is the new normal. It's going to be here to stay. It's going to be interesting to see how telemedicine evolves. In fact, as recently as last week, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, talking to at an event organized by the United States of America's Commerce Department, talked about telemedicine being a winner. We look forward to many more interviews with you, Sanjay. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we're completely out of time. Many thanks for joining us on this edition of the Standard Central. Keep writing into us. Our email address, suc@etnow.tv. We'll see you again tomorrow at 6 p.m.